Yo, what is going on, guys? Pug here with a video, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to get the best performance and get this i7 8750H stable as fuck. Because currently this CPU on the Dell G7 has the worst thermals on the world. This could be a toaster for all we know. This could be like a cooking pan for all we know. We just flip the bitch over, start cooking eggs on it. I'm pretty sure it will cook. So we need to download this application. Let's go to. Oh, by the way, everything that I'm doing here, I'm not a professional. I'm gonna let you guys know I'm not a professional. I've done some Reddits. I've searched forums. I've done research. A lot of stuff to try to figure out why the hell this is so hot. And what I ended up discovering is that Dell's fan curve on their BIOS is extremely horrible. It's not aggressive. They have this, like, if it's like a fucking, like a little fucking Happy Meal package, you know, you pick it out, you take it out of your Happy Meal, and oh my god, you have a decent ass computer. Oh my god, the thermals are amazing. This has a fucking dual core 2 in it. Oh my god, look at these thermals. We don't need to fucking be so aggressive with these fans. Let's keep it quiet like an Ultrabook. But the thing is, it's not an Ultrabook. This is actually a gaming PC. It has an aggressive ass CPU and a decent ass graphics card. So this is why it's giving these performances, because they never actually did an aggressive ass fan curve for this CPU. So that's why it's getting a lot of thermals, because the fans aren't, when it hits that 97 3.9 megahertz point, the fans ain't kicking up. They're staying put until this is, oh my god, it's actually burning up. I need to ramp them up. But at the point when it's already, I'm gonna ramp them up, it thermal throttles and it goes all the way to 3.2 or even 2.8 megahertz, and that's where, like, you get these unstable performances, and that's what happens. I'm not a fucking rocket scientist here, okay? Let's get into it. So go to ThrottleStop, download it. Bear with me. I'm gonna try to do everything step by step, as good as possible. And once you download it, unzip it. I also have another application that I recommend. It's called HW Monitor. Okay, they're both free applications. Okay. And there's no fucking viruses, and if it has viruses, well, fuck, just PayPal me $2 and you know, I'll be thankful, because I give you virus. But I doubt this. This is like fucking, this is impossible. You won't get, and if you do get viruses, well, fuck, I'm a god. Okay, so once you get these both done, you want to I recommend creating a folder in your documents on your C drive. So go to documents, create a folder called ThrottleStop. Okay, I already have it. It's up here, but I'm just trying to guide you guys. Okay, it's called ThrottleStop. This folder is gonna be empty, but what you guys want to do is grab these folders right here from ThrottleStop all the way down wing ring. Yeah, you want to grab these and drop them into your folder. Since I already have them, and I have my folders, I have my profiles on my Undervolt saved and everything, I don't want to mess with them. Okay, now that you have that, install HW Monitor. HW Monitor is right here. I already installed it. It's a simple process. Go through everything, you'll be fine. And once you install it, it should look something like this. Okay, now that you guys have this, we could actually start with the undervolting and the fucking underclocking, because I recommend underclocking. If you have really shitty fucking thermals, you're talking about like really high thermals, let me give you guys a quick tour of what I call bad thermals. Let me reset voltage. 0 0. Oh, I'm an idiot. Apply. Okay, this is what I call bad thermals. Let's do a quick test bench on Far Cry, alright? Ladies and gentlemen, Far Cry. Alrighty, fellas, here we are in Far Cry. You have everything set to ultra. We're about to run this test bench. We're not even in game and we're getting high ass temperatures. So let's run a test bench. If you're getting around these similar results, I'd say there's a good chance we might fix your problem today. Just make sure you follow everything after this. Make sure you follow everything step by step. I'll try to be as clear as possible. I'll try to guide you guys to the right path. I'm gonna try to remember everything that I read and everything that I done to give me this performance. I'll try to explain to you guys. See how it's everywhere? Once it hits the 90 Celsius, it goes all the way to 3.8 or 3.9 Celsius. You can tell that. You can tell it doesn't even come up. The temperature doesn't, like, just seeing the temperature, you know where you're running at. That's crazy. Like right now, it's gonna go to 3.8, 3.9. It wasn't even up there the whole time. Holy shit. It actually stayed low. It never reached 3.9 megahertz. Okay. It went down. So it was all over. My temperatures were all over. My megahertz were all over the place. They were at 3.8, 3.9, 3.1, 3.2, 2.9. They were everywhere. Okay. So we'll keep this so after we do the test bench, because we're gonna underclock it and we're gonna undervolt it, and we're gonna do a comparison. 3.9 not tweaked at all, and we're gonna have a comparison to undervolted and underclocked comparison. All right, we're gonna compare them. So let's get to the little tutorial for what you guys been waiting for this whole time. Also, another thing, I recommend you guys, I should have said this in the beginning of the video, but I'm not a professional. I don't do this 24/7. I'm new to this, but ADS64 Extreme, I recommend you guys to download it. If you guys don't have any games, to actually benchmark and push your CPU to the limit, see if you're throttling or if you're just getting high temperatures. Okay, go to ADS64 Extreme. It's also free to download. I'll put the link in the description, and you won't get viruses. And if you do get any viruses, well, you know what, you gave me a 1 week free porn subscription. So we're gonna go to tools. Okay, we're gonna go to system stability. We're gonna go also the other application we downloaded earlier today called CPU ID HW monitor. We're gonna open that as well. This CPU ID monitor, it gives you all your information on your CPU. It gives you how fast you're running your CPU. It gives you your thermals on your current CPU. It gives you how much volt you have on your CPU. As you can see, nothing's been undervolted or tweaked. You also have your RAM. You have practically everything on your PC, information about everything. Okay, so let's get to it. We're gonna start this. Oops, let me show you guys how I got there. So we're gonna go to tools, system stability test under ADA64 Extreme. System stability test. This is what you're gonna want to open. And now that you're here, everything should look like this on your screen. So what you're gonna do is down here on the left corner, start. So this is testing your CPU. This is like choking it. This is putting it on the fence, telling it to run as fast as it can, and you're seeing the temperatures. It went all the way to 100. Core 3 went to 100. Core 1 went to 91. It just went up. Core 2 went to 92. So you can see all the temperatures. Also, as well, it tells you if it's overheating, if it's thermal throttling. Here we had 11% thermal throttling, which is, I don't say it's horrible, but hey, look. Where's the hertz at? Look how low it went, though. It's running at max capacity. It's at 2.7 megahertz. I don't know if that's normal. Again, I'm not a tech savvy. Well, I am a little bit tech savvy, but I'm not a fucking professional. This doesn't seem right to me, and it's probably because it was overheating that it downed. Because now it's at 75. So we're gonna stop it. If you have worse temperatures than this, or if you're overheating, you got more. Well, we're gonna try to fix that right now. So you could either close these or minimize them. I'm going to minimize them, just because I'll be back to it right now once we do the undervolting and underclocking. So here, open ThrottleStop. Where you should have ThrottleStop is in your documents. If you install them, or wherever you install them in your install path, where you created that folder that I told you guys to create, should be here. You click ThrottleStop, and now you have it. So your screen should look something like this. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I believe so. It should look something like this, right? You should have speed shift probably is off, and it's gonna have 128. Okay, you're gonna click speed shift. You're gonna enable it. You're gonna turn this down. You're gonna put it 0. 128 is kind of like, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's kind of like some form of disabled turbo boost, or I'm not sure. It's not telling it to run at its max capacity. That's all I know, that it doesn't run at its max. If you have 128 on, it'll probably run like at 2.9 megahertz. It won't run full load like it should. So you're gonna have it at 0. You're gonna change to 0, and you're gonna leave speed shift on. You're probably gonna have this BD Pro Chot, or whatever that shit's supposed to be. You're gonna disable it, and now you're gonna click this little dot right here where it says FIVR. You're gonna click that. Here's where all the undervolting goes down and underclocking. So this is where it's at. Okay, your screen should look something like this, but it should not have this. It should be okay. Do not save voltages. It should look something like that. Click it to okay voltage. Save voltages immediately. So once you click apply, it saves your performance. So you don't have to like keep clicking everything. Apply, or if it doesn't save. So this automatically saves your stuff. So we're gonna go to CPU core and CPU cache. Let's go to CPU cache because this is the most important. This is what I want to get to first. So CPU cache this will make your PC crash. Out of all of them, the CPU cache will make your PC crash if you go too low on the undervolt. So I recommend going to -125. Once you go more than -125, it's on you. If you want your PC to be really undervolted at its lowest, like it's borderline between crash and not crash, it's all on you, bro. You could do it. Just keep it safe. Go to -125. But if you know what you're doing, go for it. You could go either a little bit higher, or -130, 160. And if it doesn't crash on you, well, you have a pretty good CPU chip. So, but I'm gonna stay at -125. CPU core, this doesn't really make you crash. You could actually go to -1000 and you still won't crash. But your computer will run like shit, but it won't crash. So I recommend either going 125, same as your cache, -125, or you could tweak it just a bit. I managed to get the best performance for mine at, let me just, -170. That's where my sweet spot was. You're gonna have to do your own test bench. You're gonna have to do your own workaround. but you're gonna have to find something that fits your CPU. Not all CPUs are the same, okay? Just like you and me, we have different voices. Same goes for the CPUs. Even though they're labeled the same, they have practically different performances. Yeah, they're around the same area of performances, but my one CPU could be a better CPU than mine, even though it's the same. So it's all about, you know, who has the better CPU, okay? So here we have practically it. We undervolted, but even if you fix all this, even if you undervolt it, it's for some reason on my CPU it's still throttles, or I don't know about throttling, but it's still getting hot ass temperatures. So I honestly recommend underclocking it, and that's why earlier in the video said we'll test bench underclocking to the normal process state where it runs 3.9. Okay, so here I managed to get the best performance on my end, 3.6. Okay, all cores run at 3.6 megahertz. Not one goes higher, not one goes lower. All flat out run the same megahertz. So 3.6 megahertz. You might have a CPU that runs better than mine and runs a little bit more cooler than mine, that you might say, hey, might as well go to a 3.7 or 3.8. Let's see if I get better temperatures. Go ahead. You could test your CPU and see which megahertz turn out better for you. You could have a hotter CPU in mind, and you'll be like, oh my god, it's still hot as fuck at 3.6. Let me drop it down a bit, and you'll go to 3.4. I recommend for people who have really hot ass computers or live in a hot ass environment, 3.4. I would run test bench on it and get 76 Celsius on the CPU max load. Like it won't go higher than that. So you could go for that, but you're losing a little bit of megahertz. I'm fine with losing 3 megahertz, but I don't know about 6. Okay. So now that you have this, everything should look like this on your screen. Everything should look 3.6 or whatever your voltage is. I mean, whatever your underclock is, and whatever your core or cache should be. Just make sure you keep this cache as negative 125 or close to 125, so you won't have any crashes. And once you're done with all this tweaking, you have successfully underclocked and undervolted your CPU. Make sure you click apply, because that will save your changes on your CPU. And let's go back to that test bench. That's what you guys know I was going to go back to. We're going to go to 80 or 64. Okay, now that we started, you can see that you're getting around 83. It's probably going to go up higher because my fans haven't kicked in. It's going to say, hey, it's getting really hot for the CPU. We should probably get your fan speeds up. Alright, my fan speeds are like at 20 or 30%. They're not really that high, or 40%. But I'm running at 3.6 megahertz. Not dropping at all. My minimum is 7 megahertz, which is really bad. Okay, now my fans kicked in. Okay, they kicked in. My fan speed's about 75%. I'm running about 78, 82 Celsius. You see, this is what you're gonna gain. This is what you're gonna get in game performance. Okay, so stop. I had no thermal throttling. Okay, stop. If you have thermal throttling, you'll see it in the little scale. So let's go to game bench. We're gonna do a before and after comparison on Far Cry of the Undervolt. As you guys can see here, I'm running at 3.6 megahertz. In game, I'm getting 70. I'm in the menu, but in the menu, I would get highest temperatures as well. But alright, as you guys can see here, it's everything on ultra. We're about to run the test bench. Alright, we're running at 3.6 megahertz, about 74. But we're not in game. But we're not in game. But the thing is, it's not ramping up so high. Okay, that's the good thing. Even though if it was on 3.9 megahertz it would get 92 Celsius, and that's not good. It was about like 35% as well being used, and it would be like running at its max. So it's like a night and day difference though. It's amazing. So it's running at 3.6 megahertz. Around 76, 80 Celsius. I'd say the max Celsius I would probably go, because you gotta think about it. The reason why the laptop gets hot, the CPU gets hot, is because the fans don't kick in fast enough to actually produce. That's the problem. It's not that the CPU is hot. Yeah, it's a hot CPU, but if it's not getting cooled correctly, it's hotter. You know, it's hot. Getting about the same performance, but the thing is, it's consistent. I'm at 3.6 megahertz, which 3.9 didn't stay at 3.9 because it can't handle that temperature that it's putting out. So I'd say try to find something similar to this to get yourself a stable performance, and you'll be good. So there's not that much of a difference. You're probably not losing that much performance. You're probably not even losing any. You probably might get better performance or more stable performance because you're not going up and down and throttling. So, alright guys, now that you did your test bench and you see, wow, I got good performance, or wow, it's still hot, I might need to actually drop down some. I might need to underclock it just a bit more. Pause the video. I'll give you time. I will show you the final step of this tutorial, and is to save ThrottleStop and make it open without you touching it. It will just open in the background. Once you turn on your computer, once you boot and you log in, it'll be there. You don't need to touch it every time you boot, because that would be pretty annoying, and I would understand. But this is why I like ThrottleStop. Intel has their own underclock, but you need to open that and minimize it every time you get on your PC. But ThrottleStop is amazing, so let's get to it. You're gonna go to options, and once you're in options, start minimize on close, just in case if you close your application in accident, it doesn't close your ThrottleStop. So you're gonna minimize it. Okay, this is where the goody stuff comes in. Go to schedule, task manager, task scheduler. You're gonna want to go to that. Okay, you're gonna go to create basic task. You're gonna name this task ThrottleStop. All right, once you created this, when do you want your task to start? When the computer starts. I have that one. You could put when I log in, but I feel like when computer starts is best. Action. What action do you want the task to perform? You want start a program, which is going to be ThrottleStop. This you're gonna have to find. You're gonna go to program script. This is where we're gonna have to locate our program. So we're gonna go. It's gonna open this, and if you guys did what I told you and saved ThrottleStop in your documents, you will find it in your documents. It shouldn't be hiding. It's right here, ThrottleStop. You're gonna click this application, open. Now you click next, and then click finish. Okay. So since now that you created it, you want to click task schedule library, and you should see it right here, ThrottleStop. Okay. Go to properties, and if this is not on, click run with the highest privileges. Okay, and then I didn't have it saved, and then click this, run whether user is logged in or not. And then you're gonna want to go to settings, and once you're in settings, you're gonna want to disable this. Stop the task if it runs longer than 3 days. Okay, I don't see nobody having their laptop on for 3 days like straight, just not even turning it on or going to sleep. And if you do that for a living, and if you enjoy torturing your PC for like fucking 68 hours straight, go for it. But you could stop the task if it runs longer than that. So this will not turn off the task at all. Practically, you should be done now. Okay. You're gonna want to put in your password. Alright, once you put in your password, you should be good. This is where I would say restart your PC, and if it pops up in this corner once you turn it on and it doesn't appear or anything, you should be good. Okay, and if it does pop up like this when you boot it and it comes up like this, make sure you disable this taskbar. It's disabled. Also, make sure, oops, wrong one. Make sure that in your options you did what I put right here, minimize and start minimize. Okay. Alright guys, so this is gonna be it for the video. I hope this somewhat tutorial helped you guys. If it helped you guys, please give me a like or subscribe, or show me some love. Comment down below saying, hey, it worked, thank you. Or saying, hey, dumbass, you fucked up my PC, what did you make me do? Well, let me know, comment down below. And make sure I'll appreciate it for that 1 week trial of Pornhub Prime. Okay, bye.